Hello and welcome to Back to School Night 2014. Welcome to AP US History. My name is Catherine Young. First of all, my sincere apologies for not being here tonight. I had a prior family commitment that was booked a very long time ago, and so it was a very unfortunate conflict of the dates. But I wanted to give you as real of an experience as if I were here. So here I am giving the presentation to you all as if I were actually here for the Back to School Night. And please, please, please do not hesitate to contact me should you have any further questions. My email is on the handout that you received this evening. So, also before you leave tonight, please be sure to fill out one of those little half sheets of paper that's the student information card with your contact information and any feedback you want to give me on your student. Specifically, just leave that here in the classroom with the teacher that's in here with you. So AP US History, this is one of 3 required social studies courses that your student needs to graduate. It's US History, National, State, and Local Government, and Modern World History. So this level, though, at the AP level, we take it a step further than just obviously the basic requirements needed to graduate. We focus intensely on historical content. It's an overview course, an outline course, I should say, and so it goes very wide, so we cover lots of topics. But unfortunately, we don't get to go into a ton of detail about all of those topics because there is just so much to cover in that time period. So in addition to the content, we focus on academic language. Students write DBQs in this class, learn how to think historically, read a lot of primary documents, annotate those documents, look at videos in class, work in groups, work individually, do group discussions, Socratic seminars. So there's a lot going on in this class. It's a really exciting time for me, and I hope that your students think so too. So the content, like I was saying, the content, it's really like an outline course. So we cover all the way starting in colonial America, and even we touch briefly on the very beginnings of who lived in the Americas back during the Ice Age and right after. And then we go up to really pretty recent history about the Reagan era. You can see the syllabus that the students have for a very specific listing of the content that we cover. So reminders for your students. Students just took their big first unit test last week, and also in this first semester, students are working in pairs to present a 30-minute presentation on a specific topic. Each pair will present on one chapter in the textbook at some point over the first semester. They will present once first semester, and we'll have a very similar project again second semester. That will be a big summative project. All the due dates are different as we have students presenting on different topics, so make sure you know when your student is presenting so that they are preparing at home for it. This class textbook is a big one. We have a class set in here, and your students also have one to take home with them. It should stay at home, the one that they have at home, be in a quiet place. Please support your students in making sure that they have a quiet place where they can really focus on doing their homework each night. We read a chapter about every 5-6 days. So they have a few days to do it. At the end of each chapter, they have Cornell notes due. And at the end of each unit, all of their vocab for that unit is also due. Additional resources for this class, the Chromebooks, which we're really excited about, and I'll talk about in a minute. What comes with the Chromebooks are these Google Apps for Education, the textbook, of course, multiple supplemental materials that I will provide in class, either via the Chromebooks or hard copy. I really encourage you to purchase a review book for your students to help them prepare for the AP exam in May. Additionally, they have binders with papers and pens in here, and of course a planner to stay organized. So back with the Chromebooks, this is our biggest learning tool this year. For the first time ever in Montgomery County high schools, we have Chromebooks in most of the social studies classrooms. So there's a class set of these beautiful little Chromebooks. I have 32 that live in this classroom all the time, all day. So your students have been using these since the first day of school, and we've been using them almost every day since. With this, students all have a Google account. They can do all of their documents on there. They have 30 gigabytes of storage on there. They have access to the big web. So let's go over some specifics of the advantages of having these Chromebooks in class with us. So with these Chromebooks, there's a huge amount of increased student accountability. Students can complete their work more quickly. Students can review peers' work and give immediate feedback. Students can learn real-life skills for college and careers. Students can learn what it means to be an online responsible citizen, since that is how our world is heading these days. Students learn how to properly research and navigate the big world of the web. We save paper, and all students have their work saved on their drive. So there's no more excuse of, oh, I lost it, because it's all saved right here on the drive. They can also access the information they have stored on their drive from home, from any device with internet, no matter where they are. So if you go on vacation, even to another country, they could access their work for their AP US History class. The AP exam, this is the end goal. This is the finish line at the end of the year. Their AP exam is in May, and it is fully the expectation that all students that are in this class take the AP exam in May. Students will be informed about this, about how to sign up for this exam come the third quarter of school. Grading and reporting. Grading is the same as any other MCPS class, 50% summative assessments, that's tests. Sometimes when we do discussions in class, if it's at the end of a unit, that can count as a summative. The students will always know in advance, and big projects. Formative assessments like classwork, article analysis, quizzes, informal writing assignments. Sometimes homeworks will count as formatives as well. Again, they'll always know in advance. And then homework, text questions directly from textbook or Cornell notes. Graded work is based on individual and group work, so we have some of both. Grades are updated regularly, so please make sure you know your student's Edline login. Whoop. Here is a pop-up for my video that was just uploaded, but back to this. And if you have any Edline troubles, please see, I believe that there's an Edline session tonight, so please check that out if you don't know your Edline information. Attendance. Students, this is first period, so the students need to be here, they need to be on time. Coming in a few minutes late every day is not acceptable, they know this. Class is very discussion-based. Learning does not happen by completing a worksheet if you miss class one day. Learning, you need to be participating in learning and participating in the discussion, so being there is how you can learn in this class. So missing class really does cause students to be behind, and then when they do miss class, they do have to catch up. Students are responsible for all missed work, and of course they need to come in to see me, and I also encourage them to have a reliable buddy to see if they do miss. And then again, students are rarely released from class and do need to take care of their needs between the class, between the bells. So hasn't been an issue, but just need to lay it all out there. Late assignments. MCPS policy allows students 2 school days to make up missed assignments. There's a due date and then there's a deadline. If students get the work in by the deadline, they can still receive credit, but 10% will automatically be deducted from the overall grade. Work will not be accepted after the deadline. Homework is also due when it's due. Homework is not accepted late. Late work is for formatives, and if a summative is missed, then that requires an individual conversation with me. So please remember the AP US History exam is in May. The expectation is that all students take it. The cost of the exam is pricey. It's around $89. However, this is a much cheaper avenue of gaining 3 college credits than taking a course in college. So thank you so much for coming tonight. I hope you enjoy the rest of your evening. Again, please do not hesitate to email me. I'm happy to communicate with you via email or phone, or we can even set up a time to meet. Take care.